They weren't supposed to be sticking their little heads up until day after tomorrow.
Oh, babies grow, grow, babies grow.
The giant planter. 3 feet wide by 6 feet long and 3 feet tall. We built it inside because it was cold.
Cold outside.
Oh, it was cold that day, wasn't it? It had been snowing, if I recall.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, we had gotten the wood. We were going to make it out of the 6 foot long redwood fence stakes. They're an inch thick. We ended up with pine instead, which is only a half an inch thick.
Correct.
Yeah, and then in order to make it with that, we had to use wimpy screws. So it was flawed from the very beginning. And the bottom of it, when we put those wimpy screws in, I think they were number 8, 3/4 inch screws, really wimpy. And I was worried that the bottom would fall out. We'd walk out there one day, there'd be all the dirt and plants in there, and we'd have pieces of the bottom on the ground and plants strangled hanging from the other pieces that were still there. And
just one big mess.
Yeah, a great big mess. So we ended up pausing there, figuring out what we were going to do to brace the bottom. And we have a plan for that now.
Right.
But then we put it on its side and shoved it over in the dining room, took up the whole dining room. And then the next morning, do you remember that? I got up and I was going to let the dog out. And the tarp was in my way a little, and I flicked it over.
Oh, yeah.
And the dog had diarrhea during the night.
Yeah.
And it flicked and went all over the place. And it took me like a half an hour to clean it up, didn't it?
Poor little girl.
Poor little doggy. Poor me. Had to clean up all that shit. So then what else went wrong? Oh, it was heavy. That thing was like 100 pounds.
Oh, it was heavy.
So not only did it not fit through the door, although if we put it on its side and went 2 legs at a time, we could have gotten it out.
Yes.
But it was too heavy for us to handle. So where we are here, a couple of weeks had passed, and we decided to cut it in half. So that's what we're doing here. What we ended up with when this was all done was 3 planters that were 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. And we got our dirt today.
I know.
We have a big pile of dirt out in the yard. I got 2 cubic yards.
Right.
Pretty good dirt. It's not like compost. Like what I used to get in Tennessee, I got dirt and compost mixed. It was really nice stuff. But this is just topsoil, but it's decent dirt. So anyway, here we are cutting it in half. That took us most of a day, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Steadying it.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you cut something in half, everything can fall apart, right?
Sure.
So we had to make sure that things didn't just fall on the floor all over the place. But now we're going to be ready to plant. This is going to be a large part of our garden. These 3 planters are going to have all of the peas and lettuce and spinach. I don't remember what else we're planting. Beets. We're planting beets, lots of beets. You had never eaten beets before we got married.
That's true. Other
Yeah.
than pickled beets.
Pickled beets. I love pickled beets too. But it's been a long time since either one of us has gardened, and we are new to this region. So this is going to be fun, and we're looking forward to it and looking forward to sharing it.
Yes, we are.
So thank you for joining us today.